Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It is your girl, Miss Honey. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I'm here to do my recap, review, slash discussion for Greenleaf. I know you guys have been waiting every single week. You tell me that you are waiting on my review, and honestly, it is absolutely unbelievable how much you guys show up and show out in the comments. I want to say that I appreciate each and every one of you. I also want to apologize that my videos have been a little late, a little, I don't know, sparse. It's a really busy time for me at work. I'm not feeling my optimum best. Usually when the seasons change, I kind of have to recalibrate, and I'm going through that now. I've been told that I'm slightly grumpy. So y'all tell me if y'all feel that I'm grumpy in this review. Now, I am going to go ahead and let Charity and Grace, okay, and Kerissa and Jacob and Phil have it. Okay? That don't count against my grumpy meter. Okay. That does not count against my grumpy meter. If I'm grumpy against somebody, I'm no, because I'm finna be real grumpy. Anyway, y'all just let me know if y'all think I'm grumpy. And y'all charge it to my head and not my heart. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's talk about this episode. Episode 9 of season 4, God's Justice. Listen, the plan is in motion, kids. May has it all figured out. She's got all the moving parts. They have decided to get as many of the board members as possible. I guess to say to them, Judee, Grace, and Connie, that they will vote yes. Right now, they got the last one of the board members that they've talked to, and it's Clara, and they're convincing Clara that she needs to say yes. Now, Grace is going along with this, but she knows this is a part of her mom's plan, which is to let the Hope and Hale people think that they have got all of the board members wrapped up, and this way they won't go the extra mile. That they would do is they won't go the extra mile, which is what they would normally do if they feel like they had opposition. So just to feel like we've got everybody sewn up on a yes, they would kind of relax a little bit. It really is a good plan. Now, Grace does her part, and in front of Judee and in front of Connie, she acts like, you have no choice if you really, really want this beautiful, facility, the land of milk and honey, where grapes are so big you can barely carry them. And the waterfall, honey, is pure, unadulterated honey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, it's almost the size of your kneecaps down here in the land of milk and honey. And if you want all that, Clara, you gonna say yes. Clara was like, well, yeah, I guess I will. Okay, just don't make me regret it. That's fine. Connie is feeling so satisfied, and Judee feels like this is right on target. Later on, when Great Maid calls Grace and confirms that the plans are underway, and she assures her that Bishop is gonna go talk to Connie, but he has been told not to mention the fact that they know that she took a bribe. Now, if you wanted something done, why would you send Bishop? You would have been better off sending Jacob. I mean, at this point, you'd have been better off going yourself. You know, Bishop and Jacob are, short busters. You know that, especially when it come to common sense. Well, oh, I've forbidden your father to say anything about the bribe. Then we see where Phil takes a smug walk into Grace's office and tells her that she is going to resign. She's got till Sunday to resign. Or what, Phil? What you gonna do? I'm gonna let folks know that you lied about your son. Okay? I'm gonna expose you. So I'm gonna give you the Sunday to think about it. But you best be rolling up out of this position. Okay? Or I'm gonna let Bob and everybody else at Hope and Hale know what you've been up to. That you've been up to some illegalities. And then he walks out and say, ain't God good? Or God is good. Oh, okay. So then we see where Jacob is on his way to see Dante, and he got on, I think it's a Red Devils jacket. And Kerissa was like, why you have that thing on? Shut up, Sammy Davis Jr. Shut up. Ooh, she got on my nerves this episode, baby. When I tell you I'm going to peel her wig back, but we going to talk about it. You know, he tells her, well, I'm going to go over and talk to him and just kind of smooth things over and let him know he owes you. He owes you for getting you both of your jobs taken away. Well, Jacob knows why he need to go over there and make amends with Dante. And he don't really let on to her exactly the details. So on his way out, she was like, will you do me a favor? Will you talk to your mama and ask your mama about who's getting the land? Who's getting the house? And, you know, she was like, well, it's got to be you and Gigi and Charity. Will you at least talk to them? First of all, Jacob think it's rude. It's rude, and he's adamant about this. This is one of the few things he stands his ground on, okay? Everything else is flexible. Everything else is doable. Just give him a half a teaspoon of pressure, okay? And he's all in on it, all right? But this thing, he says, is rude. It's inconsiderate. I'm not going to ask it. You at least ask your sisters. I will not. I will not. It's rude. You want to go talk to my mama about it, you go ahead, and good luck with that. She going to need that luck. She going to need that luck because May is on to her. She's on to her. Okay, so we're going to talk about it. And then we see where Bishop goes to see Connie, and he does the exact opposite of what May tells him. Now, she lets him know, don't come in here with all that, all them words, the cornucopia of words. Don't come in here with that. I don't want to hear all that. You guys brought this on yourself. What's done is done. Keep it pushing. He was like, well, now, maybe you don't want everybody to know about the fact that you took a bribe. Okay, you got a lump sum check, which you deposited in the church's credit union, which you then wrote a check, okay, to your daughters, gave the money to your daughter to sit on the money until everybody had forgotten about everything had blown over, and then you was going to get the money back. How you think everybody going to feel about this? And she was like, I don't have any idea what you're talking about, and I won't even dignify this with an answer, or I won't even dignify it with defense. Bishop feel like, oh, I feel very confident. This is what he tell Meg later on when she is, oh, I tell you, she rolled him hard. It was really gingerly for her, but I mean, she is making it clear. You don't make any decisions around here because you don't make any smart decisions. And your heart is not 110% pure like me. See, I sit at the right hand of the Father. I already got my parking space in heaven. This how May acting. This how she acting. I already got my parking space in heaven. Okay? All right? When the Lord need advice, he called me. All right? Me and Jesus like this. That's my bruh. You don't know anything, Bishop. You don't just go out here half-cocked using your own mind and your own wherewithal. I told you explicitly not to do that. Huh? Corinne been putting Judee off. Okay. Judee want her to print the bylaws of the church, and she also put her to work finding her some Amy Grant tickets. I'm just trying to figure out, is Grace in charge or not? Is Grace in charge or not? Obviously not. Obviously Judee and whoever Bob sends there, whoever's from Hope and Hell corporate can run roughshod over anybody in that building. Y'all don't own nothing. Y'all don't have the rights to nothing. It just blows me away. It blows me away. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. This ending, my thoughts about the ending of this episode is going to surprise you. It is. Okay, so let's just push forward. And you know, she's snippy with Corinne and dismissive, and she's elitist. You know, she is looking down her nose at Corinne and just at everybody in general. She just feels like she walks on water and everyone else is a peon. We see where May is being harassed by Sammy Davis Jr., aka Kerissa, about the will. And she tells her, she was like, well, I just don't know. I mean, I've just had so much going on my mind ever since I had to empty my safe from being jacked by my daughter-in-law. And Kerissa say, well, join the crowd. I got slapped in the face. Yeah, and you about to get a vase full of daisies to the forehead if you don't take your tone down a notch and take just a little bit of the roll out of that neck you got right there. May, I don't know why she's still in that house. I don't understand that. First of all, she leave my house anyway because every day she woke up, she'd have diarrhea. I put itching powder in her sheets. She would not stay in my home and you stealing. You will not stay in my home and you questioning who gonna get my property and my things once I'm dead and gone. I wouldn't even dignify it with an answer. Okay, and this wouldn't be a problem at all. She wouldn't be so snippy, May, if you had did what I told you to do, which is when you first slapped her jaws until they rang like fire bells, you should have got on top of her, mounted her, and continued slapping all of the devil out of her. Okay, and then you should have ousted her out on her tail. I'd put Jacob, Winky, and Zora out to spite they mama. They turn on they mama when she got them living down there at the Motel 6. I'd let them know why I'm putting her out. Because I feel like she plotting on me and my husband. And my property and my legacy. That's what I would do. I wouldn't no more give her an answer than man on the moon. First of all, you come up here looking like Sammy Davis Jr. I cannot stand that old stern jawline of hers. She get on my nerves. And then here's the thing. You come to people asking and wanting something, okay? And got the nerve to get indignant, to get downright mad, pissed off and upset that they would question you. And then you sit your narrow in front of Grace, who is a complete and utter pacifist. It disgusts me, Grace. Huh? When I saw you bludgeon Mac to death and then leave him there dying and coughing up his own blood, I said, this girl is a warrior. She's a warrior. Huh? But then when I see how you lay down like a welcome mat, huh? And let the likes of Kerissa, a.k.a. Sammy Davis Jr., let this woman treat you and talk to you 5 different ways to bad, and then gonna sit there and offer this woman money to buy her out. You don't even go talk to your mama. You don't even go talk to Jacob. Wasn't you just saying last episode when you discovered her coming out of Fernando's office all disheveled and smelling like hot box? Okay, and she halfway cussed you out, then told you to mind your goddamn business. Later on, you confront Jacob and tell him, why didn't you tell me? And Kerissa knows and all of this other stuff. You suspect Charity, but you sit there and just take it. And not only do you get it, offer this girl money, but you talk too much and let her know you got a lump sum of money. You don't need no enemies. You don't need no enemies. You ain't got to worry about Connie. You got Kerissa. You ain't got to worry about Bob or Judee because you got that ninja Charity that you gave birth to. And I use ninja lightly. I'm trying to do better with that, but y'all know what I'm saying. Ooh, I'm fired up. Oh, that Kerissa gets up under my skin. My, you got to bring it down. May goes ahead and lets her know that you know, it's gonna be split 3 ways if you must know. She takes that information and goes on about her business. And then we see with Charity, the liar. Ooh, she's a liar and a fool. Okay. And Grace goes in there and says, did you tell Phil? Tell Phil what? Where are we? Where am I? I just don't. She was like, Charity, why would you know exactly what I'm talking about? Did you tell Phil about AJ? You know, about my confession? I mean, my statement to the police? Grace, I do not know what you're talking about. Phil, I do not talk about what goes on at home with Phil. And when we get to the office, we don't talk about personal stuff in the office. Something about Chinese walls. I was like, you know what? You are a Chinese wall. You are a Chinese wall. You dumb as a sack of bricks. If that ain't a Chinese wall, I don't know what is. Oh, low down, dirty dog. I can't stand her. You a low down soul, and you got the nerve to try to show a tad bit of remorse after you done sat there and accused your sister. She told Grace, you shouldn't have lied, Grace. Grace said, is this really worth it to you? How it's going to hurt AJ? You brought this all on yourself, Grace. And then she going to turn her back like, oh, she has a little bit of regret. Oh, no, darling. Regret, the train called regret, left about 3, 4, 5 episodes ago. We on episode 9. The train of regret left at 7 episodes ago, sis. Huh? You on that train bound for hell. Okay? Because this train over here, this train is a holy train. This train. Ah, yes. This train is a holy train. This train. Oh, this train don't carry no liars, no deceivers, no backsliders. This train is a holy train. This train. Oh, that's an old blood song. Y'all don't know about that. Y'all don't know about that. Ah, yeah. Oh. Let's keep on going here. Let me see here. Then we said we're Phil and Judee haggling over Charity. Now, she want to know what you see in Charity. Now, you ain't said hiding the hat to Phil. You and your daddy consider him the help. All right. But now that your husband has put you off to the wind, you feel like, I feel it's something I can do to occupy my time. And I don't really care about Charity anyway. So he tells her and Charity got a lot in common after she says, what do you see in her? Well, you guys actually have a lot in common. He tells her a whole bunch of series of frivolous, vain, comments that doesn't say anything about the depth of a human, the kindness of heart, you know, saying the thoughtfulness and consideration, compassionate. He doesn't say these types of things that denotes ethical, moral, type fiber. No. He tells her something frivolous like the turn of your nose and the silly way. This is something really ridiculous. Also, since we're a lot alike, it must be because she's black. Because that's the one difference between the two of us. That and the fact that you built like a doggone surfboard. Huh? Because Charity is at the very least Sister Big Bone. Okay? All he got to do is slap one thigh and ride his way to the center of the Tootsie Pop. Okay, I don't know what you talking about. He tell her to watch it when she mentions that. She said, well, you know what? If she's this special, prove it to me. Invite me to dinner. He was like, invite you to dinner? I don't do it. Listen, if you want my help at all, moving up in this church, you'll invite me to dinner. I was like, okay, y'all gonna let this lady, she the only one amongst all y'all gonna let her walk through here and intimidate y'all? And she tells him she's feeling like steak, you know. And then before she leaves out, she said, well, how are you so sure about Grace? Because he tell her Grace gonna be out here shortly, and Charity is gonna be the only one to help, you know, in leading this church. And before she walk out the door talking about she wants steak, she asks him about how did he know that Grace is going to be on his way out. And he was like, call it a feeling. And she was like, so many feelings. I feel like steak. I was like, y'all don't get this chicken in control. Y'all don't get this chicken in control. She going to be walking around here spitting in folk faces and pushing them in the walls. Watch what I tell you. Okay, so we see where Jacob goes and sees Dante. And Dante has had a change of heart. I mean, he's so up and down. He's so up and down. Like he's got a weird way. It's just like night and day. And Jacob still is very apologetic. And I shouldn't have approached you that way. And I'm sorry. And Dante tells him, "Oh, it's all good. It's all good." And he is opening up this new place called Buckets, and he been thinking about it. He really need to get off the bench, and he wanted to talk about the school idea. No, that's fine. You don't really have to do that. You do not have to do that. You don't have to give to my wife's school. No, I want to do this. I talked to my people, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with it. I thought he was gonna say, I think it's a good idea. My people said it was a good idea. They looked into the school. He didn't say any of that. He just said they think it's a good idea, and here's a check. I signed a check already. And it must be a good amount, because he was like, whoa, Dante, I can't take that. This is what Jacob says. And, he says, no, I already signed it. Only thing I need is, to get like a press release, photos with your wife, that type of thing. It's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue. I already could see it's going to be an issue. Like, this whole Sammy Davis Jr. Scheme is going to blow up. It's going to blow up in her face. It really, really is. But, he tells Jacob that he is so over Nikki, which he clearly is not, and he got this new girl. Never mentions that it's Sophia. He just wants to see where it goes first. Like, this is really, really weird, considering he just took her on a drive, and now Apollonia is laying all over him like a kitty cat. Like, it's weird. She's defending him to family members, and I mean, I guess she can't call Nikki her friend, but she's being real pissy with them about him not letting on to the fact that they obviously have been talking on some level where she can feel comfortable enough to feel like she ace in the hole with him right now. So, but he don't mention none of that to Jacob, and they did not pray together. I know y'all was wondering that, because last week he was acting like that was top number one thing on his list. Now, where I come from, you pray into a meeting and you pray out of a meeting. But I digress. I don't want to put my own feelings on other people. So Sophia, okay, now she just regular little lamb's Sunday school teacher Sophia. She's got a cardigan sweater on, and she's all covered, and she's got her hair all pulled back, and she's talking about my mom. No, I love my mom. So she calling after AJ. AJ don't pick up. She decided to leave a voicemail, and her mama's like, what are you doing? Like, oh, the audacity of a voicemail. Oh, you're so brave, Sophia. I was just like, Grace, your mealy mouth behavior is getting on my last nerve. Now, her and Sophia don't hug at all. Now, first few seasons, they were so close, so affectionate with one another. Now, it's kind of weird. First of all, I don't believe nothing Sophia says. I believe Sophia has switched gears. That is my opinion. She left AJ this sad, sob, pleading message on the phone, something that she knew would pull at him. This isn't fair to me. I'm losing my mom, and I don't have anyone else either. And she's looking at Grace, and Grace is crying, and she is just like, I don't know. I didn't know you felt this way, Sophia. This is how she looking at her. Sophia is running game. That's what she doing. She running game. And I really thought Sophia was going to be like the golden child. But she's taking a path. A path that's starting to look a little bit like Faith. Now, Faith had some extenuating circumstances. She had some serious pressures and mental illnesses from the wounding she was carrying. But still, she's got this rebel side of her, and this juxtaposition between she and Zora is bananas. At the same time, Sophia is acting a whole lot like her mama, because at the end of the scenes between Zora and Sophia, Zora get real salty at the mouth one more time with Sophia, and Sophia take it just like her mama take it. She eats it just like her mama eat it. Because me, y'all already know. The fruit platter would have been all over the table. Okay? Oh yeah. They the one to know what the hell was going on in the dining room. You come out your mouth and call me a hoe? Oh, okay. Even if I'm a hoe, you getting windmilled. Yeah, the audacity. Anyway, so like I said, Sophia leaves AJ this impassioned voicemail, and here she dressed like little lambs of diving. She tells later on when we see her, she dressed like meeting in the ladies' room. Be back real soon. Oh, Mom, I'm staying, and I'm not going back to Hampton. Sophia, don't do this. You've got to go back. It's a 6-week program, and I've already completed 3 weeks. I'll just go back in the fall like normal. But right now, I'm staying. If I don't stay for this, there's not a reason to stay. You staying because of Dante. You staying because of Dante. It ain't got nothing to do with your mama. Because if it did, you tell your mama you was sorry. Okay? You try to make amends with your mama. Okay? But instead, you playing her out. Grace, you're getting played out left and right. And still, you have not called Aaron. Aaron thinks you hung the moon. And you ain't picked up the phone and dialed Aaron yet. You ain't asked him nary bit of advice. I guess you waiting for rubber to meet road before you decide to talk to your brother Aaron. If he your lawyer, he can't tell it to nobody. I don't know why you not talking to him. I know you ain't trying to save face. I know you ain't trying to save face, and you a whole adulterer, baby. Y'all know that's the baby born. That's not what you call it, but anyway, Bishop tells May about his blunder where he tells Connie that he knows that they've had, that she took a bribe, and May is flabbergasted, and she says, you can't, ungodly things is not God, doing ungodly things is not godly love, and it cuts Bishop like a knife. It's like telling him he old backslider or whatnot, a heathen, what I'm saying, old reprobate. And then she, takes it back because she's like, I don't want to argue with you, Bishop. I'm just terrified about what you've done and what it's going to mean to the plans that we're making. And she gets up and goes and gets her Bible off the side of the bed. He want to know where she going because he want her to get on in this bed. Okay, so he can push up on that booty. Okay, and get down up in that neck real good and go to sleep. That's what my daddy used to do. He'd throw an arm over my mama and a leg over my mama, baby. She could not move, and he would sleep like a baby. And she would be like, could you please roll over so I could get an ounce of fresh air? Anyway, she decides she gonna get her Bible. She got to go to her prayer closet. She thought she was done praying for the day, but she not. She got so much more to pray for. I'll see you in the morning. Now, I know prayer closet mean downstairs at the bar. I already know that. You want to make me believe you be up all night praying where y'all drink and sip wine? I doubt it. I doubt it. Like I said, Kerissa goes and hits up Grace. Grace don't have a lick of discernment. And she talk too much. You can't see Kerissa coming after all of that, girl. And you tell her about the money. Like, she don't tell her about the money, but she says enough to get Carissa's interest up. And Carissa's gonna bring that up somewhere else. I promise you that. And so she asked Kerissa, well, it seems reasonable to me. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't buy you out. That seems like, so you gonna do all the buying out? You don't think you need to talk to Charity about it, or your mom or your dad? Like, Grace is an idiot. She's an idiot. She has turned out to be just as jellyback and mealy mouth as all get out. And the way that girl acted towards you, you don't have your antenna up. You ain't got a lick of discernment. I got more discernment in toenail clippings that I got over there in the trash than you got in your whole body, Grace. How you the leader of a pack? Anyway, Kerissa tells her 1 million. And Grace is like, 1 million? Uh, I almost said it, but I ain't gonna say it. She was like, "Is you crazy?" Looking at her like, "Girl, you got or 500,000 or I mean anything over 250 really would just be like manna from heaven." She was like, "Wow, you really are desperate to get out of here. I really, really am." So you just gonna bargain away not just Jacob's future and legacy. You gonna bargain away Winky and Zora's future and legacy to go do what? First of all, Kerissa, you got money from the sale of the land that was supposed to be over asking, and then you got the whole money that you earned right there in the office. I don't know why you didn't charge him a second leg. And got a second check for that fellatio you performed over there in the office when Grace walked up there and knocked on the door and you came out all disheveled, smelling like hot dog water. Where's all the money, Kerissa? Where's all the money? Looking at Connie's house, you could be living over there where Connie lived. That's a nice neighborhood. You got to have a house that's millions of dollars. You got to have something that's close to $1 million. Your oldest baby is out of high school. She don't even stay in the same house with you. Huh? Jacob can't stand you. Jacob can't stand you. He'll take you because he's been told that he has to take you, but he ain't gonna stand you. So you just gonna haunt like the spirit of Sammy Davis Jr. around a big A house, and you ain't even got nobody to live in it but you. I tell y'all, she is the nastiest scrap of me. And the audacity. The audacity. I don't know what kind of family the Greenleaf is. I just don't get it. Because if you think you finna come to me and talk about my family, if you think you finna come to me with any type of ungratefulness, a lack of gratitude, if you think you finna come to me at all and I'm gonna side with you over my family, I'm going to give you a thumbs up, huh? Without talking to my family? Oh, yeah. She's running amok and asunder. Y'all might as well have 5,000 rats in y'all house eating away at the foundation. Because if you got one untrustworthy so-and-so in your house like Kerissa, you might as well have an infestation. Finally goes to see Judee and Phil and pulls them into a meeting. We've got to talk. She goes in there with her good wig and lets them know they got to make some changes. They got to put more people on the board to side with Old Calvary. In other words, the number of people that you all want to put on the board, which is 12 to our 12, needs to be lessened. Because if it's not, if the Old Calvary people don't come in with majority, the ruling majority, then James is going to leak this secret about me taking money. So it's about you. This is what Judee said. She was like, yeah. Kind of was like, yeah. She was like, oh, so you being blackmailed? Yeah, pretty much. She says, well, what is it? What does the blackmailer want? 60-40. Okay, done. Huh? And she sees Connie out. Now, Connie, well, turns out that Judee realizes that it was Korean. Okay, now she ain't got no proof, but she thinks it's Korean, and she tells Phil before she walks off, blackmailing? Really? What kind of people are these? What kind of people are your people? What kind of people are your people running through here like a destruction machine, eating up people's churches? Huh? And putting your little Stepford churches in their place. They don't have nothing to do with God, but everything to do with money. What kind of people are your people? What kind of man don't show up at the church and send his daughter, talking about daddy? Huh? Where your daddy at? Huh? What about your people? What kind of man don't even write his own book, don't even write his own doggone sermon? Want somebody to believe these words are coming from the Father? I don't know why y'all ain't pushed this little bag of sticks down the flight of stairs, but that's fine. Judee runs right on in there to Corinne's office and slams that computer down in front of her and takes it and tells her she is fired. And then she takes that same computer and storms into Gigi's office and to ask her, whose side are you on? Gigi don't know what she talking about. Gigi do not know what she is talking about. And when she realizes that either Grace doesn't really know, or she running the scam so deep that she ain't gonna let it go, she says nothing and turns and walks out and smiles all satisfactorily. Now, first of all, everybody's got her interest piqued. She gonna go through Korean computer. Okay, she already went in and got the bylaws out and found that the oldest founding member or the oldest something board member has the say so, and that's Connie, really. So they want to keep Connie happy, and she let Phil know that. Okay, don't think that she's not gonna dig right on down into Gigi's past either. Don't think that Kerissa's not gonna let on that Gigi's got money, or alluded to the fact that she got money. Oh, they finna pick Gigi apart. They finna pick her apart, and this whole AJ situation is going to be blown up, shaded. Then we see where Kerissa done set up a house of fire. All them candles burning everywhere. I know that room was hot as all get out. And she trying to have old sexy setup. Now, I don't know if she doing this sexy setup because she done bullied Grace through passive aggressiveness into giving her some money. Or if she is you know, giving him adultery vagina because he got the money for excellence. But, you know, she in takes a second peen in as many days. Okay, let me know which one of you guys out there said that Kerissa gonna end up pregnant, because I was like, with Fernando and Jacob being so close together, having entered into the Thunderdome, okay, way down in the jungle deep, she end up pregnant. She ain't gonna know who baby it is. They gonna have to wait and see if it come out with a thick neck or good hair. Fernando, dun, 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 dun. Ba, 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 Fernando. Okay, so like I said, Sophia got pissy with Nikki Sixx and Zora, and because Nikki is upset that Buckets, Dante's little sports bar, has opened up, and she did all the design work in it, but he hasn't invited her, and Sophia storms out and says she don't want no pizza, she don't want no food, she not hungry. See, she not feeling Nikki Sixx because she Apollonia, right? And so Zora and Nikki Sixx decide they gonna bust up in the party. That's what they gonna do. They gonna bust up in there. They go, and so that's what they do. They bust up in the party and looking like hot girl summer, and walk up on Dante. He wanna know why she here. And first of all, they see Sophia from afar, but they don't know who she is, because when I tell you she is, I got a meeting in the ladies' room. She got her own old midi top on and a skirt, and she got a hair up and old high hooker ponytail, and she is bad, okay? She is bad to the bone. I was like, let me see her hands and see if she got them old 6-inch Cardi B nails. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is in there like a, you know, like a rebel, like a rocker chick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a bad girl. I'm not Little Lambs of Divey tonight. And Nikki get the pushing on her, and Sophia, you get your hands off of me. You know, she's a bad girl. That girl will drag you. She will drag you and your transparent skin all in and up and through. And the security coming and kick Nikki Sixx and Zora out. That's what you get. That is what you get. Another scuffle, Dante. Another scuffle. We see where May pleads with Grace and tells her not to quit, but instead she need to come clean about everything. And y'all know I said this already. In order to take her power back, she's got to take the secrets back. She got to spill her own tea. She needs to just tell it. Okay? And so this is a brilliant idea coming from May. Tell it. expose it. Not only will it help you're it's going to be relatable to the congregation, and it's going to be good for AJ, because AJ needs to learn to face his demons now. This will be good for him to see that he is no longer in this secret place, and that you can do it, he can do it too. She feels like this is the best course of action. And she gets ready to walk out, and Bishop says to Gigi, because May basically blames it on him. She feels like push has come to shove because he went and gave Connie sort of a heads up by telling her about the bribery. And so he is feeling like, okay, May, you're out of control. Like you're running roughshod. You know what I'm saying? Like, calm down. Gigi, do what's best for your son. Okay? And May hears that and comes back with her glass of wine and leans down. Gigi is sitting in a chair and facing forward. And she leans down with that stench of Cabernet Sauvignon on her breath. And she says, you do what's best for your soul. And everything else is just noise. And she look at Bishop and take a slow turn. I said, ooh, Bishop, she gonna be in the prayer closet again tonight. You won't be hunching up on no first lady booty tonight, boo. It's not gonna happen. May is not feeling it. She asked Gigi, she said, if you find out he guilty, then what? Gigi is defending AJ, even though Sophia has told her that she found the pills and she thinks he guilty. She's still not, because she hasn't talked to him, which is admirable. She's still saying we don't know that he's guilty. She says, well, what if you find out that he is? Gigi said she'd quit. She said, what about if you find if he innocent? I'd stay and fight because I want to see him exonerate. You ain't got no fight, Gigi. If you had fight, you would have ran in that office with Charity and jumped across that table and threw a knee dead in her esophagus. I couldn't have did it because of my knees, but you could have did it. You physically fit. I'd have went right across that table like an anime cartoon, slow motion, and caught her right in the esophagus with a knee. But you gonna stay and fight. Phil done went on off the dinner with Judee and Kerissa, and Judee happens to let out the fact that she has some knowledge about Phil and his ways. Of course, Charity catches it. Any woman worth her salt would catch it, and Judee knew that she would catch it. And when Phil tried to schmooze over it, she really reiterated, oh, she doesn't know. Oh, she doesn't know. Oh, I didn't know. She doesn't know. Oh, really? She doesn't know. She didn't know. And Charity says something that I agree with, which is, if one of y'all don't speak up, I'm gonna reach over into this hibachi grill and pull a knife out and slice the both of you if you don't tell me what the truth is. Well, now maybe you would get up on top of that grill, but as soon as that hot grill hit all of that butterbean juice, girl, you been like a melting. Yeah, big girls and fire don't go together. No. Nope. Okay, so anyway, y'all, I can't stand Charity. So they leave the restaurant and go out to the car, and they done rode together. All right, so she gets in the car and she was like, what do you have to say for yourself? And well, he want to know why she's so quiet. And she tell him, I forget what he said to her, but he said, oh, you're pretty when you're jealous. You're even more beautiful when you're jealous. And she was like, you ugly when you dumb. I was like, that makes you ugly too, Charity, because everybody knows you're dumb. Yeah. He gives her a song and a dance. Let me just say this. Let me say this. Okay, that's why my videos be so long, but I have to follow my heart. I got to speak my mind. I mean, Phil tells her, he gives her the key to his apartment and says, listen, you can come by my apartment anytime you want to. You can come by my apartment and check it out, but I warn you, you only gonna find tons of pictures of you on top of the on the refrigerator. Pictures from where, Charity? Pictures from where? Y'all ain't been out nowhere to the amusement park, huh? To the regular park. Y'all ain't been nowhere to take no pictures. You remember taking selfies with this man, huh? Okay. You just gonna find tons of pictures of you and my prayer journal and a list of things that I asked God for from you regarding you. And she is smiling. You really do like me, don't you? And he was like you, Charity. Charity, I love you. I love you. Charity, this man don't care nothing about you. This man is using you, okay? He don't love you, all right? He can't love nobody. All he has is ambition. That's what keeps him warm at night. Okay, he had ambitions for Judee, however many years ago. I don't know. Was he messing with Judee when she was married? Okay, did they have a fling together as adulterers? Huh? Okay, you ain't asking no questions. It was a long time ago, Charity. A long time ago. But I love you now. If he loved you, why would he's supposed to be building family with you? Why would he work with you, push you, scheme you, huh? Into tearing your own family apart. The man hadn't even heard you preach. He's barely heard you sing. What is there to love about you? The fact that you sneaky? The fact that you a double crosser, a backstabber, a Judas? What could he possibly love about you? That you're weak? Vicious? Vile? And uncaring? This is what he loves about you. If these are the things that he loves about you, this is who he is. You ain't building nothing with this man. You've seen no kindness from this man, no caring from this man. And you let these words, what about actions, Charity? Where are the actions? You're an idiot and you're a fool. And just like you told Grace, you deserve everything you get. Okay? So let me just finish. Now, like I said, Zora, they had breakfast the next morning after the soft opening of buckets, and Zora and Sophia sitting there at the table, and she confronting Sophia about dating Nikki's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, and how you gonna make friends if you end up dating their boyfriends. And Sophia said, I don't know her. I don't even like her. Okay? I don't have no connection with her. And on top of that, I'm grown. And Zora comes out of her mouth and says, you a hoe, that's what you is. And I can't wait for you to go back to school. And she get to typing. I'd have took that phone and I'd have wedged it right up her nostrils and pulled them wide. I'm going to tell y'all, the Lord has brought me a mighty, mighty, mighty long way. A mighty long way. A mighty long way. Okay, we'd have wore them croissants out. That's what would have happened. She'd have had one in each ear. Okay, she'd have had a whole platter of fruit up her butt. Okay, and she'd have been coughing cantaloupe and blueberries out of her mouth. Okay, that's the second time. Okay, you done came out your mouth sideways with me. But just like her mama, Sophia was like, well, I'm not going back to school. And I'm looking forward to it. That's what's really going on. What's really going on is you want to spend the rest of your summer being hoish with Dante. And Dante don't even care about you. He going to be back with Nikki so fast. As a matter of fact, y'all there at breakfast, I'm pretty sure Nikki is probably over there on top of Dante as we speak. Dante ain't thinking about you just like Phil ain't thinking about Charity. So we see where Fernando calls Kerissa. Now, she done had a night of coitus with her husband. Okay, and now he downstairs. He trying to get him some food. He don't even notice the bickering going on with the girls or the tension in the room. He just down there to get him some breakfast. Okay, he ain't went over no paperwork. He ain't made no calls to the bank. He don't know how much money is in the bank. He ain't seen no photos of homes. He don't have proof that the other home was sold. He doesn't know where she came up with the money with. But no big deal. I'm hungry. What's to eat, right? uh Kerissa upstairs feeling satisfied. She feel like all of her scheming and conniving is finally paying off. And she sent little Winky on downstairs, and she get a call from Phil. Now she got the nerve to answer the phone call from Phil, like she irritated, like, stop calling me. And he wants to tell her something very interesting. I thought you'd like to know a little bit more about the house. We lost the house. We didn't get the house. It was sold out from up under us. Oh, no, I'm talking about the house you standing in. And now her interest is piqued because the pork chop that you have in your mouth, Sammy Davis Jr., is not enough. You also want the pork chop that you see in the dog's mouth, in the reflection in the pond. And what you're going to end up doing, you big dummy, is losing everything. All that you have schemed for. Honey, your name is going to be mud. You're going to be cast down and cast out. I cannot wait. We see where it's Sunday. It's time for everybody to head off to church. Gigi gonna preach. And Judee done walked in there talking to Phil. And she was like, I hope I didn't get you in any trouble. She don't care. And when she realized that he had schmoozed it over and it didn't have the impact that she wanted it to have, she moved right on and told him about the bylaws and Connie being the senior member and the fact that they needed to keep her happy until decisions are made. What decisions? You'll see. You'll see when the time comes, but we need her vote, so keep her happy. And she strolls on off into the pulpit. Phil's not sure what's going on. Now, later on, we see him sitting in the pulpit, Gigi, okay? Grace and Bishop, May and Bishop is in the choir stand. We see where Charity is singing old flat song to an old track, and Grace gets up there and she comes from Luke. She gonna preach about the Garden of Gethsemane, which is one of my favorite passages, and a phenomenal worship song. If you guys ever are in a place where you want to listen to worship music, absolutely phenomenal. And she gets started and she just reads like the first 3 lines of the top of the scripture, and the door opens and it's like Scully and Mulder from I mean, he comes in like a transparent space alien with all this light behind him. Like, you're not sure. You see a white t-shirt and some sprigs of dry brittle branches, aka hair, and he is like, comes in like he is lost almost, like he was wandering on the streets and the Lord said go inside that place. And he is just, I mean, he's, like I said, he's got a weird skin tone. He's almost transparent. If it's not for the darkness of his lips and the set eyes and the dark hair, I mean, you would see right through him. He there's nothing really distinctive about his skin tone. There's nothing, no type of opaque. It's just a weird thing to me. Y'all know what that is. Y'all let me know. So Grace sees him and she's thrown off. She's completely thrown off. She's just like, what scripture was I on? And the people's like, well, you was just talking about Luke. And she was like, yeah, Luke. She was like, you know what, church, I'm gonna let you know something. And May is like, absolutely not, Gigi, don't do this. Like, nobody is cooperating with you, May. Nobody's cooperating with you, even though you got the father's cell phone number. Like, no one's cooperating with you. And Gigi says, as of today, starting immediately, I resign. And Phil is satisfied. And if the Charity is sitting there like, this plan is coming together nicely, right? I'm going to have me a man. I'm going to have me a church. I'm going to be preaching. It's going to be great. Judy's like, what the heck is she doing? What is she doing? What is she doing? What does she think she's doing? I will no longer be pastor of Hope and Hell anymore. And everybody gasps and the show goes off. Who cares? Who cares? You should never have stayed. You and your family should have went and started a church somewhere else, and watch how many members would have followed. That's what you should have done. This is what you should have done. You should have been gone. Who cares if you don't stay? You're not an effective leader. Okay? You don't know how to devise a plan. You're weak and you're mealy mouth, okay? You're jellyback. Yeah, you let your kids run over you, let your sister run over, and you know your sister a lie. You won't even raise your lip a little bit and show her a little teeth. You won't do any of that. How you gonna be a leader? Huh? How you gonna send devils fleeing? Okay, you got a family full of debauchery, betrayers. You a whole liar. You don't mind being flexible with the truth. Why would you lead a church? What's the point? Give it the feel. Give it the feel and give it to charity. Let's see what they do with it. You go on and build your own church if you want to preach. I just don't understand it. Why are they trying to hold on to hope and hell? It's because of the building? Huh? Is it because of the church grounds? You feel like this is your church, your family's church? Well, y'all sold it for tax money. Y'all sold the church for tax money. Anyway, I don't care anything about Grace not being the leader of ex Calvary, aka Hope and Hell. She's not much of a leader in my opinion, at all. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. She don't have no discernment. So what? So what? Now what? Now can we all move on? Y'all tell me what you think. Put it down below. Until next time, honeybees. Mwah, mwah, mwah.